Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So today's story time, in my opinion, is a pretty funny one, pretty awkward one. Luckily not for me this time, but it was still pretty awkward for everybody involved, and I thought you guys would enjoy it. So this story time takes place in 2017, okay? It all starts off as a normal night, sitting in my room, on my Xbox, doing nothing, literally just playing old skate games because I had no friends. That was an exaggeration. I had friends at the time, but none of them were hitting me up. So, I was just passing time, waiting for someone to hit me up. And finally, one of my good friends hits me up. And he's like, yo, I'm having my birthday early tonight. Do you want to come through? And I'm like, yeah, I want to come through, like, for sure. So he texts me the address of where he's having the party. And we link up later that night. I was one of the first people there. And he told me that a lot of people were coming, like, a lot more than he anticipated. Now, in my head, I'm thinking, like, all right, like, how many people could it possibly be? Like, we don't live in a huge town. Like, we don't have tons of friends. But I was wrong, all right? Like, there was tons of people at this party, like, way more than I thought would show up. I thought maybe, like, 20 people would show up, maybe even 30, but there must have been, like, at least 70 to 80 people there in this tiny little house that we were in. It was just ridiculous. And yeah, the party, for the most part, was, like, a lot of fun. Like, no complaints, everything was perfect, nothing could go wrong. And yeah, needless to say, I was entirely wrong about that one, okay? So fast forward to, like, the last hour of the party. We're all in the living room. There's a giant beer pong table set up. People are playing beer pong. I'm just sitting there on the couch watching music videos on the living room TV because that's what they were doing. They were playing a bunch of music videos. And all of a sudden, the TV completely changes to a black screen. And then everybody in the entire party is greeted to an image that no one expected. So our friend, the one that was having the birthday party, must have gotten a little bit bored and, I don't know, was sick of partying or something, and he went into his bedroom, laid down on the bed, and proceeded to go on a website that I think everybody in the comments section would be familiar with. Starts with a P, ends with hub.com. There's a whole meme about it in my comments. Yeah, my friend went in the room by himself and started, doing the 3, 2, 1 knuckle shuffle, But here's the funny part, okay? When he was opening up a video on the P-Hub, the man accidentally clicked stream to TV. So it went on the living room TV. It took over the TV, shut off the music video, and started playing the video that he was watching. And it was some just absolutely insane out there video he was watching. I'm not even going to describe it because I don't want to get demonetized, because I probably already am going to get demonetized for this video. But anyway, yeah. So that plays on the TV. Everybody in the entire party is like, yo, what the fuck? Who's doing this? And then one of my friends who was playing beer pong stops and looks and goes, yo, who put P-Hub on the TV? Who is it? Speak up. And nobody was speaking up. No one wanted to admit it. And all I knew is that it wasn't me, so that was good. I embarrassed myself too many times to catch that L. I was finally taking a W. So it wasn't on the TV for very long. It got shut off pretty quick. I think they realized what they were doing when they streamed it to the TV on accident. So they stopped it real quick, and we're just trying to figure out who it is. Like, we're asking everybody, like, no one's speaking up. So finally, after like 5 to 10 minutes, everybody just gives up and goes back to what they were doing. And then, like 15 minutes later, my friend comes out of his bedroom. He comes out of the hallway into the living room, and I see him, and it immediately clicks in my mind. I'm like, yo, he was the one. He was the one who did it. I haven't seen him in 20 minutes. Like, this is a small house. Like, it must have been him. So I walk up to him, and I'm like, hey, man, what were you up to the last 20 minutes? He's like, bro, I don't want to talk about it. And I was like, yo, I knew it. He's like, yeah. And then one of my other friends comes over and he's like, what's up, guys? What are you talking about? And I'm like, oh, nothing. I just start smiling and laughing. And my friend, the one whose birthday it was, the one who was in that room for 20 minutes, he just admits it to him. He's like, listen, bro, don't say anything, but it was me that did that on the TV. Now, he could have told anybody else that, and they would have listened and not told anybody, but he told the person with the biggest mouth in the entire party. Like, this dude could not keep a secret. And right after he tells him, he puts his hand up and points at our friend and goes, yo, it was him. Birthday boy was the one streaming the P-Hub on the TV. It was him. Everyone point and laugh. And everyone bursts out laughing, and he just straight up embarrasses our friend. Like, that man was put on blast on his birthday. Like, I literally felt bad for him. Like, bro, the whole party was laughing at him at his own birthday, at him. Like, this party was for him, and because of that mistake, everyone was just clowning him all night. But luckily, our friend was a good person, and he could take a joke, and he wasn't, like, seriously offended or anything. He just laughed at himself and went on with the night, and luckily, he didn't let it ruin his party. It kind of just got old after 30 minutes, and everyone stopped joking about it. So yeah, if there's a moral to this story, it's, don't do what my friend did. Double check. But yeah, I just thought this was so funny. Like, my poor friend on his birthday embarrassed the hell out of himself. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story time and found it funny. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all later. Peace.
Like, what's up? They leave me out for the dead, and now they know they're